How to know if you're in a toxic relationship. Sometimes, love doesn't hurt all at once. It starts slowly. You make excuses for his behavior because you love him, because you hope he'll change, because you remember how sweet he once was. But deep inside, your heart whispers something is wrong. You feel anxious when he calls, tense when he's near, and empty when he leaves. That's not love. That's emotional chaos disguised as passion. A toxic relationship often begins beautifully. He makes you feel special, chosen, adored. He texts you constantly, praises you endlessly, and promises you forever. But as time passes, those compliments turn into criticisms. His curiosity becomes control. His affection becomes obligation. And you start to wonder, what happened to the man who said he loved me? The first red flag is emotional manipulation. He twists your words until you doubt your own memory. You start to apologize for things you didn't do, just to keep the peace. He convinces you that your feelings are too much or too dramatic, so you start silencing yourself, walking on eggshells, hoping not to trigger another argument. That's not love. That's fear wearing love's mask. He often uses guilt to control you. He says things like, "If you really loved me, you'd do this." He acts like the victim whenever you express your needs. He turns every disagreement into a drama where he always suffers more. You find yourself comforting the man who hurt you. And slowly, your empathy becomes a weapon used against you. Another sign is possessiveness. At first, it feels like care. He says, "I just worry about you," but soon, he wants to know where you are every moment. He demands your time, your attention, your silence. Your phone feels like a trap, and his love feels like surveillance. Bit by bit, your independence disappears, and so does your sense of self. A toxic man often isolates you from the people who truly care about you. He doesn't want competition for your attention, so he starts planting doubts. He says your friends are a bad influence, or your family doesn't understand you. At first, you defend him. Later, you stop seeing the people who love you. You tell yourself you're just busy, but deep down you know he's cutting you off. Then comes the constant criticism. Nothing you do seems right. Your clothes, your voice, your job, your dreams, everything becomes a target. You feel like you can't win. You start shrinking yourself to fit into his fragile ego, but the smaller you get, the more he demands. Love should make you grow, not disappear. You might notice that his moods are unpredictable. One day he's affectionate and kind. The next he's distant or cruel. You spend your days trying to decode him, like walking through a minefield without a map. You think, if I can just make him happy, things will get better. But they don't. They only get worse, because you're fighting for peace in a war he keeps starting. In a toxic relationship, your self-worth becomes tied to his approval. If he's happy, you feel safe. If he's cold, you panic. You start measuring your value through his mood swings. That's not love. That's emotional captivity. Real love doesn't make you question your worth. It reminds you of it. Gaslighting is another cruel tool he uses. He'll tell you that things you remember never happened. He'll say you're crazy, sensitive, or overreacting. You start to doubt your own memory and judgment. You lose trust in yourself. And when you no longer trust yourself, you become easy to control. You stop laughing as much. You stop dreaming as big. You stop recognizing the woman in the mirror, because she's exhausted from carrying a love that only hurts. So how do you know for sure? Ask yourself these questions. Do you feel drained more than you feel loved? Do you fear his reactions when you speak your truth? Do you constantly try to fix things alone? If the answer is yes, that's not love. That's survival mode. If you realize you're in a toxic relationship, please remember this. It's not your fault. You didn't deserve the pain. You believed in love, and that's never a weakness. That staying in something that destroys your peace will never build your happiness. You can't save a man by drowning with him. Healing starts when you decide you deserve better. When you stop begging for the bare minimum and start expecting mutual respect. When you stop explaining your worth to someone who never saw it. Leaving doesn't mean you gave up. It means you finally remembered who you are. Rebuilding after a toxic relationship takes time. You'll have moments of doubt, sadness, and loneliness. But those moments are proof that you're healing. Each day, your voice returns. Your laughter feels louder. Your world feels wider. You start reconnecting with yourself. The real you, the one that existed before the pain. Forgive yourself for the times you stayed. Forgive yourself for believing his promises. Forgive yourself for confusing toxicity with love. You did what you could with what you knew. Now you know better. And that means you can choose better. You are not broken, you are awakening. You are not hard to love. You were just giving your love to the wrong man. And one day, you'll look back and realize, losing him was never a loss. It was the beginning of finding yourself again. Because the greatest love story you'll ever live is the one you build with yourself.